Welcome back, everyone. It's a Tier 8 game on Serene Coast. I am in the amazing JagdPanther II.
Let's go!
And we're going to see what we can do with her here in this match. Serene Coast is not one of my favorite maps in the JagdPanther II. Well, I just don't feel like there's a lot of good places to sit back and snipe with it, which is really the preferred mode, of course, of most tank destroyers. That said, this tank doesn't just do that. It actually does most roles pretty well. At this point I'm hesitating because I'm noticing that most of my team is either at the base or looks to be going down the Eastern Peninsula. I don't really want to fight the C1 corner by myself. I mean, this tank's amazing, but its reload time is a little on the long side for the sort of melee that can occur up here. The good news is there's no artillery, so I don't have to worry about being just randomly shelled out of orbit, like I've had to in other matches where I've gone to this corner and other tanks have just been blown up. So I like to point out, if you're watching the channel, you'll see there's been ARL44 kind of whining about how terrible his tank is when stock, which is true. It is. But just remember him. He'll be important later. Hello, Mr. T-150. Your armor is completely useless against 128mm of German destruction. Now, I've heard him pretty good, but I see this T-44 is kind of flanking, so I move a little bit this way. And I threaten him. If he wants to come over and fight me, he'd have to go someplace where I can hit him. As you can see, he's not interested. Now I've got some friends who've shown up, thankfully, a Shiri and a Type 64, so I'm feeling a little more confident about being able to get a little more aggressive about poking on this corner. Shiri's got the T-44 distracted, so I'm going to try and finish off the T-150 just to get a gun out of play. Bye-bye. That done, now I'll turn my attention to the primary threat, the T-44, and just start messing him up. Yes, I'm using auto-aim. I know. Sometimes it's the easiest way to make sure that your gun stays on the target when you're having to move around a lot. T-44 has realized he's in trouble, trying to retreat. Shiri is having none of it. I spotted this Challenger though, and I want to try and get a hit at it. Sadly, a long-range shot didn't quite go in, so I would have liked. Spot a Jumbo. He's behind our rock. And killing the Leopard. Alright, well, we'll go help kill this Chaffee. That'll be fun, right? Bit overkill, so I'm taking this gun, but I'm not going to get him anyways. Stuck on the slope, need to get off, use the T-44 to help cushion my slide here. Get myself back, turned around and aimed at the enemy. And start advancing down the 1-2 line. Something spots me here, so I angle, head for cover. And Jumbo just hit me with an AT round from his howitzer. But his armor isn't worth much when it's A, not facing me, and B, if it was, this gun would probably still go right through it anyways with its ridiculous 246mm of penetration. Now I'm trying to do a little bit of switching back into standard tank destroyer mode here. Sit behind a bush and shoot things. But I'm looking at the map, and I'm not entirely thrilled with what I'm seeing going on here, so I say to myself, I think I got to advance. I have to do a little tank mode. As you wonder why, look for a shot. There isn't one. Alright, gotta push up to where the Jumbo is. Being lit again, which means Jumbo out, Jumbo's out. Bye-bye, Jumbo. Alright. So there's two TDs, a Challenger and SU-100Y in the back. Very radically different. Neither one's armored. Both are pretty fast, but Challenger has a turret and a very nice fast-firing 17-pounder gun. SU-100Y has a very slow-firing, but very beefy 130mm gun. In many ways, it's very, very similar to this one. It's not going to matter if he's not looking at me. There we go. Now he's got to yield the Challenger. And he's got myself, a Cromwell, and a Leopard all closing in for the kill. I think this Cromwell gets a little bit excited because look at him, he goes charging in, takes a hit, and rams himself to death on it. Well done. I go for the ram, but the Leo auto cannon gets the kill first. You saw there, as he turned, he actually shot me. He gets a round off about every 4 seconds. Luckily, it hit my upper casemate, and as a result, didn't do any damage. So now I'm turning back this way with the intent of trying to find a way to outflank that low without exposing myself to the ISU. But ISU's got 7 hit points. So I said to myself, I wonder if I can hit him. I know he's somewhere behind this oil car, so I'm just going to shoot under it. Hopes that I'll hit him. But nope, he didn't die. Matches, it looks kind of even at the moment, but I'm not liking the position. The low is clearly not having too much trouble handling either the Super Pershing or the Type 64, and now someone's on our base. The only person near our base right now is the ARL-44 that was whining earlier, so I guess I'm going to have to go back and reset. But amazingly, the ARL pops out, finds the Awful Panther. Not only does he chase him off the cap, I think he ultimately takes him out. Unfortunately, the low is holding off those two, and the ISU is now in a position to help them. And, well, the Super Pershing isn't really a good match-off against the low. Yeah, I'd really like to go help the Super Pershing. I'm trying to get someplace where I can shoot down there, but then the ISU pops up. Boom, no more Super Pershing. Alright, so I am the only Tier 8 tank left on my team, along with this stock ARL. There are 5, count them, 5 enemy Tier 8s left. Now, luckily, I spotted the low. Sit down, aim patiently. Nice shot. Nothing. I wonder where that shell went. Oh, and that got me spotted too. I don't want to be ISU'd, so I immediately duck off towards the base to get some hard cover. Okay. How are we going to handle this? We got 2 very slow enemy tanks. They're still near their base. They will take a while to get here. There's 2 much faster IS-6s supported by a platoon with a T-20 prototype over this way. I'm hoping they've gotten over eager. I'm going to try and take out the IS-6s first. Hello, friends. Nice of you to be here. Oh, you missed. Ah! That's what I did. No, please don't hit me. Please don't. Ow. I need those hit points. Alright, well, ARL is helping distract them. As a matter of fact, yep, they're all aiming at the ARL. And they're finding the ARL. They shoot the front armor plate. He's actually pretty tough. I love it when IS-6 drivers think they're safe when they do this. They're not safe. Alright, turn, angle the armor, try and keep my hull angled. So he's having a hard time hurting me. Perfect success. Now we're going to go and kill him.
Target acquired.
Oh, for crying out loud. Can't believe I did that. Alright, well, same trick. Come back here, and we angle. Oh, he did the same thing I did. Well, this time around, we don't have to go as far to get the gun on him. Just let me really close. He's going to finish reloading. Not quite in time. Sweet. Okay, IS-6 is dealt with. Wondering where their prototype buddy is. I thought he'd be shooting at me by now. I don't see him anywhere. So now it's time to turn around and go deal with the ISU. Whoa, the ISU's here. Alright, gotta sneak up on the ISU. The ISU missed the ARL. ARL did not miss the ISU. Hooray! I'm suddenly starting to feel much more confident about this game because now it's 2-on-2. Alright, time to go hunt the larva and help the T-20 prototype as I'm covering him. Larva! Ooh, tiny gap. Gotta aim. Ow! Alright, we'll snapshot it. It'll be fine. Alright. Only the prototype left. That's still a very scary vehicle. I reload with APCR so that I can be certain that my rounds will go through him no matter what. And once I'm about to get loaded, I go looking for him. And he finds me first. Oh shit! Ow. Okay. I'm not going to be able to escape him, so we're just going to make sure that he's as close to dead as possible. Yep. Fast firing 120mm gun. Wasn't getting out of that one, but he's been reduced to 37 hit points. Of course, that means he and the ARL are one-shots for each other. Prototype's clearly fully upgraded. The ARL is not. Let's see if he can handle it. It's really all about what does the prototype do? Because he doesn't know where the ARL is at the moment. He's on the base. He's got his back to the RL. Right now he's thinking, oh, F me. And the RL. The stock ARL, who was griping about how stock he was, manages to pull the play to win the game. Matter of fact, he 3 times pulled plays that helped win the game. He shot and killed the awful Panther for the first reset. Well, chased it off and then killed him anyways. He got that very lucky and then took out the shut down the ISU. And finally, the prototype just had me looking the wrong way, and the stock ARL finishes him off so we can finish the game. Let's take a look at the post-game stats for that one. So that was a heck of a match. Okay, you've probably seen this sort of stuff before, but still, check this out. Top Gun, High Caliber, Mastery Badge, Duelist, Fire for Effect, engaged a large number of the enemy tanks. And of course, the fact that we're up against 5 tier 8s at the end with just my JagdPanther II and a stock ARL 44, I think puts this match up in the pretty neat category. Let's take a quick look at the team stats here. So, with 4,782 damage and 6 kills, far and away, the top gun for either team. ARL 262 damage. So he did, let's see, 44 of that came out of the prototype and the ISU. So that leaves him with about 220 something damage that he took off the awful Panther. Once again, not an immense damage total, yet had he not been there, stock or not, had he messed up any of those final plays, we would have lost. So don't always judge how well or poorly a player is going to do by their stats or by how terrible by their tank. They can surprise you. Finally, taking a look at the personal screen, 17 shots fired, 14 hits, which is actually not too bad. 12 pens. I feel like I should have gotten one of those. I should have gotten. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm guessing that since I remember seeing one bounce during the game when I bounced off of the that IS-6. I'm guessing what happened was I must have hit the low funny when I fired, and it ricocheted off of some part of his tank that had more armor than I thought it did. I really don't know. He was invisible at the time. Almost all of that was very close range work. I only got one quote-unquote sniper shot for over 340 meters. Pretty much everything else was at fairly close quarters. Took 7 hits, managed to bounce 2 of them. Yay. Damaged 9 vehicles, killed 6 clearly because I got the top gun, and traveled 3.5 kilometers. Managed to come away with a very nice 33,000 credit profit and 2,000 experience. I hope you all enjoyed watching this match. Good game and good night.